Thanks a lot. Thanks to the Botaniquie for being a very cool club and hosting a great show tonight. All we had to do was show up.
Yeah. And play, of course.
And of course. Come back to Boston as soon as you can. The whole thing ain't gone down according to the plan. Morning when I wake up, don't like what I see. Late night my dreams say you're terrifying me, terrifying me, terrifying me. Well, I was walking by the river in the early morning dew, singing out lines of Cypress Avenue. I wonder where he stood when it all came down. Come back to Boston before I shook the ground. And the winners stand confused. They don't want to be misused. And the losers that came before say, I don't want to be here anymore. Well, I was standing on the back porch, looking at the books, poets, politicians, beauty queens and crooks. I wonder where he stood when an inspiration came. Come back to Boston before I jump the train. And the winners stand confused. They don't want to be misused. And the losers that came before, they say, I don't want to be here anymore. And the winners stand confused. They don't want to be misused. And the losers that came before say, I don't want to be here anymore. I said, come back to Boston or I'll meet you halfway, somewhere by the middle of the interstate. We can take it on down to some cold deserted lake and come back to Boston, come back to Boston, come back to Boston before we make the same mistake. I say it now. Come back to Boston before we make the same mistake. Come back to Boston before we make the same mistake. I said now, do you remember when? Do you remember when? Do you remember when we used to sing? Do you remember when? Do you remember when? Do you remember when we used to sing like this? Sha la 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 da da da, sha la la la.